I think, yeah, if there has ever been any season when this word has been used, it's in this our present time, the word trauma. So, which I believe we all have an idea of what trauma is, or we might have heard about it somehow. So, let me hear the different definitions, because the first question I have here is, what is trauma? What do you understand by trauma? So, let me hear your own version. Let me hear what your own understanding of trauma is. Meanwhile, I want to welcome you all once more in class. I see Mirabel is there. Tanga Mirabel, you're welcome. My mama is there. Eh? Dr. Giselle, you are in this class. Oh, it's
Yes,
a different one.
Koshi. It's
It's a
me. I'm
different
right
one.
here. I'm right here.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I didn't know you were here though. I didn't know you joined this school. You're
Of
welcome.
course,
I'm happy.
I'm after you. Thank you so
Oh my
much.
God. Oh my God. I'm happy to have you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Maryland is in the house. Thank you. Oh, I love your energy. Bring us that energy here. Yes, I'm
Thank
happy.
you.
Thank you for being there. Before we move, Dr. Giselle did our videos for the E-Woman in Delaware. Most of those videos and pictures you guys saw were done by her. So
Wow.
please let us give her a hand of applause. I didn't pay her. She just did it. This is voluntary.
Congratulations,
Please
Mama.
help me shower her with
Thank
blessings,
you.
good words, good anything. Just give her all the blessings. She deserves it. The beautiful pictures and videos we had,
God
she made them.
bless you.
She made them. Are we not blessed? Wow. Okay. So thank you for being there, Dr. G, and thank you for all that you are doing, because you don't even know your contribution is impacting. You may not know. Even if people are not saying it, know that it's impacting people. So thank you for being there and welcome. Then we have Rhoda. Rhoda, you're welcome.
Thank
iPhone, you're welcome. Can you kindly change iPhone to your name, please? Or just tell us your name, then you can. Madam
thank
D,
you.
you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Madam Tabe, I'm happy to see you, to have you in class tonight. Mabia, you're welcome. Kinga Fak, you're welcome. Pastor Me, you're welcome. Samsung SMG781U, you're welcome.
Me, thank you.
And So Light, you're welcome.
Thank you, mommy.
Yeah, please kindly figure out how to do what? Put your names instead of your phone names showing, the name of your phone. So you go on Zoom, you'll be able to, because they'll always ask you to put your name when you are entering the Zoom class. I'm sure somebody will be able to drill us on how to do that. So your name is showing instead of your phone. And because a few people had you guys already talking, so that's why I just got in. I said, okay, this is part of what we're supposed to do tonight. I didn't agree with, I need to teach this part of the lesson, so let me cut her so that we can just get into it at once and flow and make progress. So let me hear your different definitions, what you guys uh, understand trauma to be tonight. So that we know who wants to speak. Yes, so I'm seeing Carol right now. Madam D, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening,
Good
mommy.
evening.
Okay, so to me, trauma is an emotional response to stress.
Beautiful. An emotional response to stress. Yes, who else has another definition?
It's mommy, it's pain. It's deep pain as a result of stress, of all forms of stress could be physical.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Does anybody else want to try any other thing? But so far, so good. What you guys have touched it. Yes, somebody wants to say something. Go
Yes,
ahead.
Mama, as I said before you came, I said trauma is a form of suffering resulting from some action. Of course, it's always negative. It cannot be positive.
Sure. Thank you. Suffering. That's the key word I'm picking from your definition. Suffering. So said stress.
Can I speak quick?
Mhm.
Can I
Oh, you
pick
still
quick
want to
and go
say
off?
something? Yeah.
Yeah, to me, trauma is a
Okay.
pain. Trauma is agony from any broken something. It might be a connection with true fulfillment that you feel disappointment and it leads to, or let me go off, please.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. I know you're joining from your office from work and you're always doing this. So thank you for being there and thank you for that definition. And you've all touched on what trauma actually is. You've all touched it. It is an experience, by the way, an experience, a deeply distressing or disturbing, any experience that has a detrimental effect on you and your emotional well-being. That's detrimental. It can be physical, it can be emotional, like you all mentioned already. If you break your leg, that is physical trauma. You have a wound or you break your bone, it's physical trauma. So that said, I think we've understood a little bit of what trauma is. All the definitions you gave are okay. They're all right. Those words are on point. That they all define trauma in one way or the other. They are all defining trauma. Could be as a result of stress, as a result of anything. Maybe you had something you hit, somebody has an accident and breaks their limb. It's trauma. And emotionally, trauma can also happen, right? So I want us to look at the impact it gives. There are a lot of negative experiences that come as a result of trauma. So these negative experiences, they cause a lot of damage. They break minds, break hearts, break your soul, break your will. They even break your identity. That's trauma for you. That's the impact of trauma. It breaks, it can shatter your mind, it can shatter your emotions, it can break even your soul, your will, your identity. Wow. Due to trauma, your mind can start seeing things in a different way. I don't know anybody. Does anybody have sunshades around? So do you have sunshade? I forgot. I wanted you to have like a little illustration. Let me see what I have my sunshade around here. If you have a sunshade, so bring it and let me just kind of. So trauma has a lot of impact on people. It distorts a lot of things around the lives of people, both physically and emotionally. It breaks a lot. It distorts a lot. So please, can you kindly wear them for me now? Just wear for a minute. Let me know what you can see.
It's not blurry, but like tinted.
Is it as
No.
Is it as bright as?
No.
Do you see brightly? How do you see?
I can see objects, but not a little dark. There's a shade of darkness.
A little dark. I needed that darker.
Yes.
It's tinted.
Yes.
It's a blurry. It's not as clear as, so you can remove them now. Thank you for that. Now, this is what trauma does to people. It filters your view, because that's the filter you're putting on now. So it filters the light and gives you something darker. Trauma does that. It makes you see life darker. It makes you see life through the lens of the pain you've been through. It makes you even judge others through that filter. And that's why you're going to meet a lot of people. Let me first say this, as counselors, know that most of the people that will be coming to you with issues, they are going through one form of trauma already or the other. Just beware of that the people that will show up most of the time for counseling are already facing one form of trauma or another. And now, because of that trauma they are having, it has blurred their vision. It has darkened their view. So they now don't see clearly as you and I are seeing the light that is bright now. What they see is the filter they're wearing. It means trauma too can be worn. You wear it like lenses. You wear it like glasses. You wear it over your life, over your heart. Many, in fact, clothed in their trauma. Oh my God. Because trauma can be really destructive. You can imagine trauma when it breaks your identity, it starts telling you that you are what you are. It happened to you because you don't have many, and because of that, you start telling yourself that this me, I'm not worth it, I'm not good enough. Yeah, so this guy, jilted me is because I'm not good enough. It's because I'm not pretty enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not intelligent enough. I'm not good enough. That is what trauma does. Breaks your identity. It breaks even your own will. So you are not the way they should be seen. Now, let me give you a few characteristics of trauma. I wish I could share my screen. I don't know, this network. All right, I'll give you a few characteristics of trauma. And let me tell you before I get into it, it is more difficult to build healthy man than to repair a broken one. You get that? I reversed it. It is more to do, I just said, to repair. That's why it's supposed to be a broken person than to build a healthy, complicated. Most of the time, people who are broken, that is why, in fact, we need the fruit of the Spirit. You know this thing they call patience. If you don't have patience, there are people you can't work with. You can't even cancel. You can't do anything. There are people you will not even cope with. So need the fruit of the Spirit. And that is why I love this Christian counseling, because there are cases you cannot just go counseling only with head knowledge. There's a lot of knowledge out there, but there is some knowledge that will not even work. You just need God. There are cases you just need God. So trauma is like a tree that is bearing many fruits. It has many seeds, many products. It's bearing, like if you see a big mango tree with different fruits on it, that is how trauma is like. It's like a tree like that. And I have a picture of a tree here that I designed for trauma, but I can't share my screen, unfortunately. I will see how to get a picture of it and send to you on the group so that you can have a look at it. So trauma is like that tree, like that, with so much on it. We're talking about the characteristics of trauma. Trauma has a voice. Trauma speaks. It speaks to you. That thing that will be telling you are not enough, you're not good enough, you're not worthy. That's the voice of trauma. Trauma has a voice. Trauma tells lies. And trauma can put you in a box, keeps you in prison. So you are now timid, you can't go all out, you can't be there, you can't, you're meant to be, or they're meant to be, you're not manifesting, you're not in a box because you're frozen in there because trauma is busy speaking to you. Trauma is busy telling you who you are and who you are not. Trauma tells lies. Trauma tells lies. So I'm going to send you this tree on the group for you to just see how the tree of trauma can look like. So however, life happens. When we talk about trauma, it's caused by pain. Some of you mentioned pain. So you all define trauma very well. Pain is a part of life. This is what you must know. Pain is a part of life. Life happens to everyone. Young, old, rich, poor, black, white. Tall, short, beautiful. Everyone experiences pain at some point, because life, as you see, is also lived in seasons. So there are those seasons, and what makes the difference is what you do with yours. But like I say, that everyone goes through pain, and nobody likes pain. Nobody likes pain. Even Jesus cried, "Hey, God, it can be taken away from me. Can we just hold this for a minute? Let me breathe." Yep. And he said, however, well, let your will be done, not my will. He remembered why. He remembered his why. He remembered he came for that. He said, okay, however, let your will be done, Lord. But there can this to a point where can't, escape from it. Like you want to, how can I get out of this pain right now? That is life for you. That is life for you. One thing I also enjoy about life, especially Christian life, is that one. 3 John 2, the Bible says, I wish above all things that thou might prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prospers. Even as thy soul prospers. Wow. Isn't that good? Now, what I want to say is that soul prosperity is the basis of everything. Soul starts to prosper. I'm telling you, it is only when your soul prospers that you can also start to flourish. You can start to recover. That you can start to become yourself. Because when trauma hits you and you are down, when it breaks your soul, man, you need to breathe to continue. You need to really breathe. So there is this illustration I always give of the kintsugi. I have the picture of the kintsugi. I will also send to you guys on the group so that you have a look at it. It's a beautiful ornamental jar. I wish I could even just snap and send to you guys. But I sent to you. I will get this picture and send to you. The kintsugi is a Japanese jar or vase that has a story around. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, great. Network shall not leave me halfway in Jesus' name. So this Japanese guy, and for some reason he didn't want to let go of that jar. So he began to pick those pieces, mixed gold, a gold paste, to patch those pieces together and build back that jar. And the jar came back sparkling, shining, with patched with gold, looking more beautiful than it was before it was broken. So those patches of gold just gave it, oh my God, another very beautiful. I'm going to send a picture of this to you guys on the group so that you have a look at this jar. And you can even go on Google and check kintsugi. Kintsugi is spelled KINTSUGI. KINTSUGI. If you check on, just type that name on Google, they're going to give you pictures of the kintsugi, so you will see the beauty of what I'm talking about. So this is originated from that Japanese story of the jar that was broken, and this one came out of the broken jar. Now, this is exactly what God does with us. He picks our broken pieces and he mends them with gold. And so we call him the divine kintsugi. Our God is the divine. This kintsugi was the Japanese, the human, beautiful thing that he made. But God is a divine kintsugi. He is the lifter of our soul. So the kintsugi is what God does with us. He picks those pieces, mends them with gold, and brings us back looking better. So you might have been cracked, broken, struck down, smoked, burnt. But guess what? Having scars all over, the lifter of our soul is capable. He is able. He says, I will fix you. He says, I will mold you back. I will mend you. And you will come back more relevant, more important, more beautiful, more elegant than the way you were before you got into any form of trauma. So the good thing about trauma is that there is a way out. There is a way out. And when you truly come out of trauma, you can start to dream again. I have a beautiful picture of one lady who is dreaming again. Because right now, because she got healed from her trauma, she is now flourishing, and she's flourishing very freely. I'll send these pictures to you. She's flourishing very freely. But before getting to this stage where you can flourish freely, I want to share with us the 4 areas of emotional healing from trauma. So we have to heal from trauma. But I want to share these 4 areas of emotional healing with us, which is the crux of our message or our class, our lesson for tonight. Before we get into these 4 areas, one thing you have to keep in mind is that it is possible for people to come out of trauma. So you cannot be trying to help somebody to come out of trauma and you don't believe they can come out of trauma. You have to first of all believe. But before you get to you trying to help somebody, please, as a leader, you must heal before you lead. Heal before you lead. So take these 4 R's very seriously, because by the time you apply them even to your own life, you know you can't give what you don't have. You can't help people heal when you yourself, you need to heal. Because by the time you are not yet healed, the lens you are wearing is the trauma lens. And that is how trauma is. They see everybody like, oh, are you sure? There are people who cannot receive love. They cannot receive kindness because of trauma. Trauma has battered them to the point where, what are you saying? They're not understanding you. They are like, they don't get it. You send somebody a kind, lovely message, they will ask you, was this for me or for somebody else? Because they have never received it. They don't even understand it. They don't know how to accept. Trauma will not let you even accept love. You will suspect everybody. Eh? Are you about to kill me? Why are you showing me? That's trauma. Most of the time. Most of the time. So trauma has a way it makes you see people. Even people who are okay, you still of people in failed relationship from one failed relationship. Why? They will tell you, oh, this person, they are not good there. This one is not good. You go to the next person. That one too is not good. You go to the next person. That one too is not good. I had somebody around me. That was a guy who has been married twice, and then the third one was approaching because he failed. The first one failed. The second one failed. So now he came to me telling me how, the girls, he told me the first one, how bad the girl was up and down and this and that. I said, okay, now you have made a new choice. Let's wait for your new choice. The new choice came while I started again. Then I asked him, so you think that you go around telling this story to everybody how these people are all bad? It's only you who is good. So why are you the only one who is attracted to the same kind of people? Why do you keep going only to this type of people? Don't you think that something is wrong with you? You think that the thing is wrong only with it? It might not apply to every case, but most of the time when there's trauma or in the scene, it makes you to see everything in a different way, in a negative way, or in a blurry way. Somehow, some people. So I want us to get to the 4 R's of emotional healing. 4 R's of emotional healing. Now, so the first R we're looking at is recognition. It is important to recognize that you have an issue. It's important to recognize that trauma is present here. Something is not right. Something is not going well. Because if you don't even recognize that there is something right, you have to acknowledge the fact that something is wrong. The worst thing to happen to somebody is to be in denial of for real, something that is happening, and you are in denial. You are fooling yourself. Like it's you fooling yourself. So a lot of people are in denial. You must first recognize that there is a pain. There is something that is not right with me. Why is it that when I see these people, why is it that when these people come around, or when I go to, or when something happens, you must be able to, you should have a mastery of yourself so much so that you can recognize when something is not going right, not where it's supposed to be. So recognition is the first thing. Identify it. Know that there is something push you or trigger you to go to the next one, which is the next R, the second R, which is reaching out. Reach out. You have to reach out. You need to reach out. Once you recognize there's a problem, don't sit with it. Many people suffer because they die in silence. They don't share with anybody. It's not just about sharing with just anybody. You must have somebody senior you respect. It could be your elder sister, it could be your mom, it could be your pastor, it could be a coach, it could be a counselor. But make sure that this person is mature. Then you reach out to that mature somebody whom you trust. There must be somebody you can trust. Reach out. Reach out. Don't stay with it in silence. Some people have become so addicted to their trauma. That means they are now married to the trauma. Why? They were not able to share. They couldn't reach out. They didn't tell anybody. And so the thing is cooking them from the inside because you're not able to share. When you notice it, people who have been through trauma and they're able to share their trauma, whether with their coach, with their mentor, with their counselor, with their pastor, with their anybody they respect, it starts by relieving them. Just the fact that you're able to share with somebody, you're able to reach out, it's like you have shared the burden. And to tell you the truth, like a counselor, when you listen to some people's problems, you carry their burden. It's heavy on you. You feel bad. There are people we've cried with. You know, the thing cry before people come and see it. We cry a bit first. It's heavy. It's you sharing that body. And sometimes somebody who is undergoing trauma just wants to know whether, do you even feel my pain? So most of the time, you're not just going there to start saying that this is the solution, or you go up, or you come down. He just watches and sees whether, do you even have empathy? Do you feel this pain I'm feeling? So some crowd, it helps the person. They now know that, okay, I'm not alone in this. Oh, I have somebody that also feels this pain with me. That's just one way. Just as I do. So reaching out is important. You must reach out. Don't die in your pain. Don't die in your problem. Don't die in your trauma. Learn to share. Learn to share with somebody that is mature and that can be able to guide you. If that,
Yes,
Yes.
Mommy Carol says there's no sound. I don't know what. Check your something. Wow, what can she check? No.
maybe she muted, Mommy.
Oh, that she's muted.
No, she
Because
has turned off her mic.
word.
She can leave and come back.
Her speak
She can,
top left.
Yes.
she can
Okay.
leave and
Yes.
come back
Just,
too.
yes. Leave and come back. Is she even going to hear? So type, please. Somebody just type on the chat that she should leave and then come back, because since she's not able to hear us. All right. She says it's okay. Beautiful. Thank God for that. Yeah. So reaching out is where we were, and we're saying it's important for you to reach out. Don't die in silence. Many people have over suffered because they have not shared with anybody. When you share with somebody, the person might not even, it might not be somebody who has a solution, but they may guide you or send you to usher you somewhere where you can find solution for what you are going through. I used to tell the women, wives of fire, tell them that, one good thing about me is that if I don't have what you need, I know who has it. I used to just say that to them, but that's the truth. If I don't have what you're looking for, most of the time, I know who has it. So you may share with somebody who may not have your solution, but they know somebody who has your solution. Okay, so people should not die in silence. And like I said, I want to say it again, it's good to heal before you lead. Because as a counselor, you're a leader, you're leading them. You're helping them out of a problem. You're trying to help people to get better in one way or the other. So make sure that you yourself, you are healed. Because you only serve others from your own overflow. You serve others from what you carry. If you do not heal, just know that you'll be transmitting your trauma to others. To them. Just tell people that before you lead, please heal. All right. So when you recognize that there's a problem, reach out for help. Now, when you reach out for help, you have to take responsibility. That's the third R. You must take responsibility, because they will be telling you one thing or the other that you have to do. Any process of healing that omits you is a scam. Yes. So if they tell you, it's okay, you have to take a fast for 1 day, or 2 days, or for 3 days, you have to take responsibility and do what is you are supposed to do. If they tell you, okay, shut up, maybe you don't need to be talking about this or talking about that for this length of time, please don't talk this, don't say this. Take responsibility and make sure you don't say. If they tell you what to do, make sure you do it. That is you taking responsibility. You have to take responsibility, because the trauma may not be your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Trauma might not be your fault, but healing is your responsibility. So you lead others to heal. They must take responsibility. You cannot come and tell somebody, oh, go and heal. You go to the hospital, the doctor gives you drugs. If you take the drugs and come home and you don't drink, will you be healed? You will not. So you must take responsibility to do what you are supposed to do, to ensure that you are healed. Ensure that you are healed. And last, but not the release, is to let go. Is to let go. There are some things that happen to you, a role in leading you into that trauma. You have to let go. Some people hurt you. Some people treated you badly. You have to release them. You have to let go. And your forgiveness is not you doing a favor to the person who hurt you or harmed you or caused you the pain. It is not a favor you're doing to them. It's to yourself. Release is that stage where you look at yourself and you say, you know what? I choose myself over this pain, over this trauma. I choose to love me. I choose me. When you look at the whole scenario and you say, you know what? Whatever was done to me is not as important as my healing. At that point where healing becomes your most important thing, your most important pursuit. Whatever was not as important as your healing right now, let go. You got to release. Peace. Forget about it. You get it? It's the moment you must heal it and say that this is me. I got to heal. My healing is more important than anything else. My healing is key. My healing is top. My healing is important, is special, and I've got to heal. Release. Let go. Forgive. It's not worth it. Keeping them. Keeping whatever. And this is how you're going to also lead others to let go, to release. Because most of the time, people's healing is tied to unforgiveness. Many is tied to unforgiveness. Many people. Some have fallen actually physically ill with different sorts of diseases because of what? Unforgiveness. Some people did something. Some, it may not just be people. When I lost my mom in 2008, I didn't know I was going to get over it. It was so painful. It was trauma. I could not hear people talk about her and I would just be normal. You know, it took me time, but I healed. Yes, thank you, Mabia. She says, your unforgiveness is like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. Correct. You're taking poison and you're expecting others to die. What? Like I said, again, life happens. Let me take you back. Life happens. It happens to everybody, no matter your background, no matter your financial state. You may be rich, you may be poor, but life will still happen to you. Painful scenarios. In fact, those who are even rich have more troubles sometimes, most of the time. Because they have more to lose when they have attacks than somebody who doesn't even have anything. So everybody has their own share accordingly. People have what they go through in life. So pain is part of life, like I said. And it happens to just everybody. It can happen to anybody. In fact, not that it can. People go through it. Life is in seasons. I was just talking about my mom's passing. It passed so suddenly. It happened in a way I was not expecting. And when it suddenly happened, I was so heartbroken. I didn't know I could ever heal. I just thought that mine was finished, like my life. I do not have anything else to enjoy in this life. That's what I was telling myself. That was trauma speaking to me. I died. Okay, that's fine. That's where I even want to be right now. Because where's my mother? What are you talking about? Do you think I bought about that dream? It did not matter to me. I was ready to also go. That's trauma. That was trauma speaking to me. Trauma can, trauma can speak. And trauma can lie. Trauma can twist your mind. People who speak from the place, oh my God. And the fun is that hurting others. They wound others. That's the truth. So people go through pain, but the good thing is there is hope. There is hope. It's not the end of life. It's not the end of the world. And like I said, God is our own divine kintsugi that mends us. He repairs us. He picks us up again, us, and presents us a more beautiful version of us. So people who have gone through pain and they have healed, I'm telling you, they're not the same. They're not the same. They are better. They are stronger. And you see them now helping others to heal. So it's not a crime because you went through some trauma or whatever. It's not a sin. But what I tell people, don't stay there. When you go through trauma, don't sleep in your trauma. Don't idolize. Don't make it an that they now make an idol out of that trauma. They sleep with it and wake up with it. So it's almost like they're worshiping it. And that's the place they want to be. I've been there. So I know what trauma can do. I know how that kind of trauma can do. It can be emotional, it can be physical, it can just be some sort of pain that is distressing your life. But the good news is you can be healed. And you can get out of it. And you can bounce back. This is one key area where, as a counselor, you must hold it very strong. You must understand it very well and know that you'll be dealing with people who are traumatized most of the time in one way or the other. And you have to be patient with them. You have to be patient with them. When I will teach you the tools and techniques